Here we are, Wolf Industries Inc., and we're doing a testimonial with one of my great clients, Tim, here. Should we find out from him what he's got going on? Tim, you stopped by to pay your final bill. Why are you willing to do this? Tell me a little bit about your experience.
My experience has been very, very good with Wolf. Professional from the get-go.
Well, wait, am I paying you to say this? No, you're here paying your final bill.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just checking. Okay.
I'm sorry, the reality is I enjoyed it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. It's taken exactly 12 months to get my house built,
Yep.
and through the labyrinth of the planning department and permitting.
Yep.
But I got...
What jurisdiction?
Portland.
Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it?
They're loony in there.
Okay.
But it's okay. Don't
Yep.
tell them.
Yep,
They
yep.
they signed off on the occupancy, so
Boom,
I'm a
that's all that
happy
matters.
camper.
Right, perfect.
It's taken a year. The house is a basic Model E.
How long did it take to build your house, though? Just the house part?
It took 1 month, 30 days.
30
Isn't that? It took just a little bit longer because of one cabinet they had to put in. But when it came,
Yep.
it was done the next day.
Boom, done. So isn't it ironic? It takes them 9 to 10 months to approve a permit, and then to build the project were, what would you say, 30 days? But go on, tell me about your experience. Is there anything that stands out that you want to share with us? Maybe a potential buyer that's looking at using Wolf Industries?
Okay. When I came in here, I really didn't have a clue. And I was given a wonderful tour and given some ideas. And then when I conveyed my thoughts, like having a Model E with only one bedroom, they just made it happen. And then the other things that needed to have happen.
Based on your situation down there.
Yes, based on Portland, the larger bathroom with the washer and dryer in the bathroom, which worked out well. And boy, do I ever love my pocket doors. They're just so awesome.
Don't be telling other people that, Tim. You're terrible.
Yes,
now they're going to be begging me to be putting in pocket doors, and I'm the carpenter that has bent pocket doors that I don't like. So
That's another
But
customer
I
was
want a
begging.
real testimonial here, and that's exactly what we're getting. So keep
Yes,
going.
So the layout of the house really suits me. It's
Yeah.
fine. The wonderful storage in the kitchen. I don't have
You
it all
added
filled.
a couple more cabinets.
It came with one pantry, and I added a second so that the doors open this way.
Yep.
And it's huge. And we waited for the corner cabinet between the sink and the
Right.
right, that was back ordered or something. And wow, there's an enormous amount of space in there. I haven't even filled it up yet, but don't worry, I
Hey,
will.
I have 6 kids, and I'm living in one of these, and we only have one of those pantries.
Oh.
It's full, I promise you.
I'm not going to lend you mine.
No,
No, sorry, you can't have it.
Okay.
And so the temperature was 97 yesterday.
It was scorcher. Yeah,
Yeah.
4th of July.
Right, and today it's supposed to get even 2 or 3 degrees higher. But with the mini split on and set at 76,
Yep.
and all the air moving and that fan,
Yep.
boy, that's the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
Really nice,
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, it just moves the air a little bit and poof, makes
And
it work.
and you feel cool, and the temperature stays just flat and 70 at 76, I think is what I set it at.
Okay, yeah.
And it's great. It's really nice.
You had mentioned something earlier about a thermostat that you were hoping to possibly do, and we were talking about that a little bit. You weren't too happy with all the controls and buttons, and
Yeah, I prefer a regular hardwired setback thermostat.
yeah,
Easily replaced, but gives you control like for daytime and nighttime
Yep.
temperature for heating or cooling.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
yeah. Those are the little tidbits that we like to glean from our customers to help potentially improve the process. And solution seeking is how we operate at Wolf, and those are
And
important.
the second thing you need to do is the light switch controls 7 lights,
Yeah.
and that should have been broken
Split
up
it up into
into.
2.
Yeah, that
What
would
did you say earlier? I'm fired.
Yes, I didn't fire you, but
Hopefully, I get rehired.
well, it depends on how well I'm treated.
Okay, yeah. What else, though, in terms of delivery and setup, did you yours was dry season, so you didn't experience maybe so much of the mud and the nasty weather.
So I was living in Washington State, and I didn't go through any of the troubles. All I just saw is the foundation appear, pictures of the foundation, and the putting of the house on the foundation was amazing. They put these rails across the foundation, dropped the house on it, and then people just slide it into place, lift it up a little bit, pull the rails out. It all happened in one day, and it was amazing. It truly amazing.
Yours was the one, did they have to do the corner turn on it?
They had to chop some trees. Don't tell Portland.
Okay.
A tree down to get it in there.
Get the access. Okay.
Yeah. To get into the flag driveway, but once they got it in there,
Jockey around and move it in there.
they seem to know what they're doing. Oh, they can do it for a living?
Right, exactly.
Who would
So
have guessed?
go back to that. I didn't realize that you weren't living on site. You were
No.
living a ways away.
My son has the duplex in front of my house, so I got pictures almost every day of the progress.
Yeah. And being that far removed, did that lend itself to, having you a little concerned about what may or may not happen?
So I got
You've been
pictures.
around construction.
Yes,
Right.
I was an electrician for many years.
Right, and you understand that stuff can go sideways, and contractors can get fishy, and we just have a little bit of a notorious, not all of us, but there's a few bad eggs that can spoil the whole bunch. Did you have any concerns with Wolf throughout that process?
No, I had tremendous communication. Noel, and I don't remember who else was the one who started me out. But anyway, I had emails every week. I had pictures.
Maybe?
Kristen.
Yeah, Kirsten. Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
Kristen, I had emails every week. I had pictures every week.
Good.
And the few times that my son or myself had questions, we just shot off an email. And then when it came down to the actual putting the house on the spot, we were dealing with Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Totally awesome. I mean, he
I won't tell him. He's
No.
my youngest brother.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, we won't tell him that.
Right. We don't want his head to get too big.
And then when I moved into the house, I found the window wasn't straight up and down, and a nice lady came out. Do you remember who that was with Alfonso and Heidi? Heidi.
Yeah.
And they straightened that out. Just one little trim had to be changed, and they brought me a new cover for my outside outlet and painted it. I felt that was like above and beyond,
Good. That's what we want to set for the bar, 5-star service. In closing, for friends, family, potential customers, and so forth, is there anything else you want them to know?
From start to finish, I felt like Wolf had me by the hand. They knew where I was going, even though I couldn't see my way through the labyrinth as easily as they could. And it was just wonderful. It was a good experience, and I love my house. You aren't going to get it back. You'd have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. So don't try.
I won't. You can have the house if you pay your bill today, right?
Oh, well, we'll see how that goes. No,
Tim, it's truly been a pleasure. So
Thank
great
you,
to have
Derek.
you here.
Thank
at
you
Wolf,
so much.
Buying a house from us.
You're welcome.